Hundreds of communities across the U.S. have found ways to honor the lives lost in the 9/11 attacks. Tonight, the hangar at JFK that once housed hundreds of artifacts now remains nearly empty. As WOWT 6 News' John Chapman explains, one Hamburg couple got their hands on one of the sacred collectibles.
Tom and Elaine Howard are on a mission, hundreds of miles away from home in New York City, here to collect hundreds of pounds of U.S. history. Two sections of rail that once made up the tracks that ran under the World Trade Center.
If it could just talk.
The remains of 9/11 loaded onto their pickup truck. The couple drove the artifacts all the way back to Hamburg, Iowa.
We felt it was really a journey going out there and getting them and bringing them back. That's why we didn't want them shipped. You know, we didn't want, forklifts bouncing, we'll go get them and we'll make sure they come back safely.
The rails did get home safely, now stored at an undisclosed location in Hamburg. Organizers plan to bring the artifacts here to Heroes Park.
And we hope that we can put a plaque on these rails that will just make everyone stop and think of the importance of what happens in America and why we just are so appreciative of our freedoms.
There is some work to be done here at Heroes Park before the rails are set. They plan to add lights and new flagpoles. Tom and Elaine won't do this alone. They are part of the Hometown Pride Citizens Group, and all of these people and more are working on this community betterment project.
I think it adds to what we already have and are trying to do to develop a sense of pride and patriotism.
Because a lot of people come in from other places to work in Hamburg and then they leave. So at some point maybe they'll stay if we continue to redevelop ourselves.
Organizers are hoping these rails will not only remind people of what happened on 9/11, but how this country responded and of the price this country paid that day, and how we are still able to enjoy the simple pleasures of life.
I'm a veteran myself. I always try to teach my son especially about what that means to, to stand up and don't be intimidated. Don't let things, don't give anybody or any other entity the power to affect you.
In Hamburg, Iowa, with photographer Mike Clues, John Chapman, WOWT 6 News.
And organizers in Hamburg hope to set the rails in Heroes Park later this summer.